BCCI announces schedule for president election to be held on 18th July. India's bioeconomy has grown 8 times in 8 years, says Prime Minister Modi while inaugurating Biotech Startup Expo. Union Minister Horbanono Fonwal joins Yoga Utsav at Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh. Two new ministers inducted in Assam cabinet, Nandita Garlosa and Jayanta Malla Borua, take oath as cabinet ministers. And war on drugs continues in Manipur. Imphal West Police arrests 3 drug smugglers, recovers heavy consignment. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hongita Kakoti Pathak bringing to you the stories in detail. Starting with the national news first, Election Commission of India today announced the schedule for election of the 16th President of India. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar said poll will be held on 18th of July and counting will be taken up on 21st of July. Notification for the poll will be issued on 15th of June and the last date for filing of nominations will be 29th of this month. It may be mentioned that term of office of President Ramnath Kovind is ending on the 24th of next month.
सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी के काम करेंगे वो क्या है और लास्ट में शेड्यूल क्या है. The term of office of notification would be on 15th June, that is Wednesday. Last date for making the nomination would be 29th June, that is Wednesday. Date for scrutiny of nominations would be 30th June, that is Thursday. Last date for withdrawal of candidature would be Saturday, that is 2nd of July 2022. And date on which a poll shall, if necessary, be taken is 18th of July 2022. That happens to be Monday. Thereafter, we collect all the ballot boxes and bring it back to Delhi. And date on which counting, if required, shall be taken and result declared, that would be 21/7/2022. Well in advance, then the 24th of July, the last date of the Honorable President being in the office.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said India's bioeconomy has grown 8 times in the last 8 years and it has grown from $10 million to $80 billion. Inaugurating the Biotech Startup Expo 2022 at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi today, Prime Minister Modi said India is not too far from reaching the league of top 10 countries in global ecosystem of biotech, saying that science and technology is now at the core of development across various sectors. He said the government's unprecedented investments in physical and digital infrastructure have provided a fillip to the biotech sector. The Biotech Startup Expo 2022, with about 300 stalls, is a 2-day event to mark completion of 10 years of setting up of a Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council.
आज अगर भारत को बायोटेक के क्षेत्र में अवसरों की भूमि माना जा रहा है तो उसके अनेक कारणों में 5 बड़े कारण मैं देखता हूं. पहला, डाइवर्स पॉपुलेशन, डाइवर्स क्लाइमेट जोन्स. दूसरा, भारत का टैलेंटेड ह्यूमन कैपिटल पूल. तीसरा, भारत में ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस के लिए बढ़ रहे प्रयास. चौथा, भारत में लगातार बढ़ रही बायो प्रोडक्ट्स की डिमांड. और पांचवा, भारत के बायोटेक सेक्टर यानी आपकी सफलताओं का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who is on a 3-day official visit to Vietnam, handed over 12 high-speed guard boats to Vietnam today in Hong Ha shipyard. Haiphong. The boats have been constructed under the government's $100 million defense line of credit to Vietnam. On the occasion, the minister said the project is a glowing example of Make in India, Make for the World, as envisioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He asserted that the Indian defense industry has substantially increased its capabilities under the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Rajnath Singh invited Vietnam to become a part of India's defense industrial transformation through enhanced cooperation.
During the implementation, we have very close cooperation with Lassen and Zhu.
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today inaugurated a mega exhibition on nation building and central public sector enterprises at Mahatma Mandir in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. State Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel was also present on the occasion. The event has been organized as a part of ongoing celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. During the visit, the minister was apprised of various key initiatives of CPSEs and their contribution towards nation building. During this 4-day exhibition, over 75 participating CPSEs will showcase their contribution to development of the country for achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat. The exhibition will remain open for the public from 10 to 12 June.
Came 1991, whether under situational compulsion or also because the world was opening up, you had the global, globalization, liberalization happening at that time, and post which investments both within India and outside started happening in areas which were naturally giving opportunity for.
The Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Sarbananda Sonowal, joined the Yoga Utsav at the picturesque Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh as part of 12 days countdown to the International Day of Yoga 2022. The Union Minister was accompanied by the State Minister of Education, Cultural Affairs, Indigenous Affairs, Tabat Tedir, and the Minister of Agriculture, Horticulture, Animal Husbandry and Veterinary, Tage Teki, along with other yoga enthusiasts at the Yoga Utsav this morning. The Union Minister said yoga re-energizes our spirit and uplifts the mind and the body. 2 new ministers have been inducted into Assam's Council of Ministers today. BJP MLA from Haflong constituency, Nandita Garlosa, and from Nalbari constituency, Jayanta Molla Borua, took oath as new cabinet ministers in a program held at Srimanto Shonkordev Kalakshetra in Guwahati. Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi administered the oath to the new ministers in the presence of Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, other ministers, MLAs and senior officers of the state government. With this, the strength of Assam Council of Ministers has increased to 16. After the expansion, the Assam cabinet now has 13 members from the Bharatiya Janata Party, 2 from the Ahom Gana Porishod and 1 from the United People's Party Liberal. In Nagaland, Oren Pomo Kikon, retired Commissioner Secretary of Excise and Sericulture, was sworn in as a member of Nagaland Public Service Commission (NPSC) in a swearing-in ceremony held at the Raj Bhavan in Kohima. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi administered the oath of secrecy to the NPSC member, while Chief Secretary J. Alam initiated the proceeding ceremony. The oath-taking ceremony was attended by Chief Minister Nefu Rio, NPSC Chairman and other members along with several senior officials. The newly inducted member was also accompanied by family members in the ceremony. Manipur government, led by N. Biren Singh, has waged a war on drugs ever since he assumed charge as the Chief Minister for the second term. In line with that, Imphal West Police today apprehended 2 drug smugglers from North AOC and recovered 36 soap cases containing suspected heroin powder weighing over 460 grams. Further, another drug smuggler with approximately 30,000 WY tablets was arrested by Imphal West Police while on his way to deliver the tablets to a person residing in Guwahati. In another instance, patrolling police team recovered nearly 1 lakh WY tablets near the Myanmar border from a bag. A man coming towards India fled to the Myanmar side on seeing the patrolling police personnel living behind the bag containing the contraband items. Staying with Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh chaired a meeting with the representatives of the Asian Development Bank and discussed the mega tourism project and Loktak Lake master plan. Taking to Twitter, the Chief Minister informed that the project aims to create world-class ecotourism facilities in the periphery of Loktak Lake. In Sikkim, the 4-day-long Rabne ceremony held from the 6th June concluded today at the Enche Monastery. The Chief Minister of Sikkim, Prem Singh Tawang, and his wife, along with state ministers, visited the monastery to seek blessings for the 4th day. During the ceremony, the auspicious activity of the construction of Guru Tong Ku Ye Lakhang, which means Lakhang with 1,000 Guru Rinpoche statues, was held. The first 3 days of the Rabne ceremony was open for general public. Devotees and well-wishers from Gangtok as well as other districts of the state came to seek blessings. The CEO of Niti Aayog, Amitabh Kant, chaired a meeting with Mizoram Bamboo Development Board Vice Chairman K. Pachunga along with the Chairman of Formosa Foundation, Jonathan Lalrem Ruata today. They discussed growth opportunities of bamboo in northeastern states during the meeting. Further, various ways of utilizing the vast resource of bamboo for the economic benefit of the people was discussed. It may be mentioned that bamboo forests cover around 57% of the geographical area of Mizoram. A massive credit outreach program was held by all public sector banks as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav on Wednesday. All districts of the country welcome customers and public at large with their queries on credit facility and enrollment in various government schemes. The same was also held in districts across Meghalaya, where programs of credit outreach, enrollment in schemes like Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, customer awareness and financial literacy, and of suitably recognizing the good work done by the branches were conducted. The 5-match 2020 international series between India and South Africa begins today in New Delhi. The inaugural match will be played at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi from 7 p.m. South Africa won the toss and chose to bowl first. Rishabh Pant is leading India in the series as skipper KL Rahul is rested due to an injury. Meanwhile, Themba Bavuma is taking command of the South African team. The two teams will play subsequent matches in Cuttack on the 12th, Visakhapatnam on 14th, Rajkot on 17th, and the last one in Bengaluru on 19th of this month. And to end the news, the main points once again. ECI announces a schedule for president election to be held on 18th July. India's bioeconomy has grown 8 times in 8 years, says Prime Minister Modi while inaugurating Biotech Startup Expo. Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal joins Yoga Utsav at Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh. Two new ministers inducted in Assam Cabinet, Nandita Garlosa and Jayantamalla Borua, take oath as Cabinet Ministers. And the war on drugs continues in Manipur. Imphal West Police arrests 3 drug smugglers, recovers heavy consignment. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.